It's healing time, folks. Now, not as in terms of getting fixed, although whisky is really good at doing that for you. It is the Hielan from GlenDronach, and as you know, GlenDronach is in the Highland region of Scotland, and the Hielan is Gaelic for Highland. So, it's 8 years. Let's get into it and see what it's like. What about you, whisky lovers, and welcome back to another episode of Whisky Straight with me, Big Al. This time I am taking you off to the Highlands region of Scotland for this 8-year-old beauty from GlenDronach. Now, it is bottled at 46% ABV. It is non-chill filtered and it is naturally coloured, and it is, what is that cat doing? And it is going to cost you around the mid 30 quid range, maybe slightly higher. But I picked this up on offer on Amazon, as I tend to do. And it's interesting, with all that's going on with GlenDronach these days, with the latest news about chill filtration and all that malarkey, if this is going to stay non-chill filtered and naturally coloured. But hey ho, that's by the way. We've got this here now. So in terms of maturation, this is matured and married in bourbon and sherry casks for at least 8 years, and hopefully that will bring a nice GlenDronach characteristic to it. You know I love the sherry casks, the GlenDronach 12, the GlenDronach 15, great whiskies, and let's see how this lives up to it. So as always, if you have a pour of this, ring a wee drop into your glass, drink along with me, because whisky is always better shared, and we'll start off in the nose. Sláinte. Oh yeah, that lovely sherry cask influence coming into play now. Vanilla dusted orange. Nice sweetness with the orange. And then those sherry dried fruits come into play. Sultanas, raisins, figs and the like. But unlike its 12-year-old big brother, its 15-year-old even bigger brother, that sherry influence right off in the nose is a wee bit more laid back. It's not as in your face, it's a wee bit more subdued and subtle. Now, if you want to get a bit more of that sherry influence, you have to get right into the glass. You have to swirl it up, break the whisky up a wee bit. And here comes those deeper, darker, dried fruit, sherry influence flavours, fig, plum, a nice bit of earthiness as well. Yeah, a wee bit more going on, but still not as pungent or as flavourful as the older expressions. Now here comes a bit of that dank orange that goes along with the earthiness, which is very nice, and you know I like that. Blood orange, barrel char, a bit of dark chocolate. Yeah. While there is a reasonable amount going on with the nose, and you get elements of all those things you get in the older expressions of the GlenDronach, with this, it's much more subdued and laid back. Nice as they are nonetheless, but still not right up there the way you would like them to be. So let's get right onto the palate. Sláinte. Orange again, right up front, is the overriding flavour, and there's a nice dollop of orange spiciness going on there as well. Probably in terms of spiciness and heat, it's about a quarter. It's not medium, it's not low, it's just in between there somewhere. Now with that, it's a blend of like orange, candy dip, powdered vanilla, and then you have to let that develop on your tongue. You have to let it transition from the mid to the rear palate before those sherry-esque flavours come in. And once again, they're what you expect. Sultanas, raisins, wee bit of fig, bit of plum, but again, like on the nose, subdued, dubbed down a wee bit. Nice, but it's almost like the GlenDronach 12 diluted. So let's go in again. Now here on the third sip, the flavours become a wee bit more rich, a wee bit more what you would want them to be. It's coffee comes into play, sultanas, plum, dark chocolate, and a nice barrel char, and this raises this whisky up to what you would want it to be. And that barrel char element comes through with a bit of grit, a bit of chew, and that helps as well. That helps to impart more flavour. That helps to give it that wee bit more that will raise it a few points in your estimation. What I will say with this whisky is you need to let it sit for a while. You need to let it open up, and you really need to give it time. Let it open up in the glass, pour a wee drop, and let it sit for a while, and you'll get more out of it than just pouring it and going straight for it. But that's the same as with most whiskies, but particularly this one. So on the finish, the darker side does come through, the oak, the dark oak, bit of Christmas cake, some Christmas spice, and it really does give that GlenDronach signature profile, but at a lower level than what you get, as I say, with the bigger expressions. All in all, it's still a pretty damn good, tasty whisky, still good, reasonable price, and as long as it stays 46% ABV, non-chill filtered, not Euro coloured, it's still worth a pickup when it's one that you will enjoy. So in terms of a score, it's going to be an 88 from me. And I hope you enjoyed the review, folks. If you've had this before, let me know your thoughts down below. Always be interested to hear what you guys think. And it's always good to interact. So thanks once again for hanging out, folks. Thanks for your ongoing support. Thanks to my new subscribers. Thanks to you guys who financially support me through Patreon. Helps keep the channel going and bring new whiskies and innovate in a way to bring better videos as well. So you guys are all stars. So until the next time, folks, look after yourselves, look after each other, and keep on drinking your whiskey the way you like it. Sláinte. Thanks for watching, folks. I really do appreciate it. Please check out these other reviews, and if you'd like to support the channel, the best way is by subscribing, liking and commenting. And don't forget to ring that bell for all video notifications so you don't miss out on any future content. Cheers.